So I started doing a little buffing, playing around with different pads. Wool, red foam, Menzerna compound, 3M. So I sanded this with 6,000, 15, 225, 3. And I don't know what's... First of all, it's hard to see over here because I'm seeing the reflection of this plastic and it makes everything look weird. But there's almost like a texture still in the clear that I see that I don't know what grit it is in. And I also don't know if it's the plastic I'm seeing. That's what's leaving that. I don't know, but anyway, I started buffing. Here's the quarter panel. That's pretty much all I started on. And I'm gonna do a little bit more right now. I think I'm gonna go back to the wool pad. New wool pads make a mess. Hair everywhere. I guess it's wool everywhere. But yeah, I'm trying to show. I'll see what this looks like when I get it uploaded. It's almost like I need to sand with some 25 some more. But you would think the wool would cut out what I'm seeing. But then if you look, I don't know. It's pretty good. But something I'm seeing that I can't figure out. I'll buff some on the other side. Maybe it's the reflection of this plastic, because that makes a bunch of weird lines that just make stuff look weird. Anyway, that's where we are here. My goal is to get the body and the doors buffed, hopefully by the end of this weekend. Get the doors back on the car and then get going on the fenders. I'm probably just going to do the first stage of buffing with the compound for now, and then later I'll finish with the second and third steps, or however many steps I do. I don't know. Side note, before I forget, this car needs, obviously, it's going to have the drip rail trim. First of all, because there's gaps here, that looks dumb. But also because I didn't make these all nice. You can see how there's like stuff in them. I don't know what that is. I didn't care because it's getting covered. So just know that these don't look very good. And also, when you put this new trim on, you may have to sand the tops to shave the paint down, because those can be a real pain to put on. Another fact is most of the aftermarket ones suck. So if you can find a good pair of original ones, find someone to straighten and polish them, because much better. Anyway, back to buffing. So I'm using this Menzerna compound at the suggestion of Tyler Kraus True Blocks. You know, I bought my blocks. Yeah, haven't used a single one of them yet. Anyways, got his buffing pad and the compound he uses. Just because I want to find something other than 3M. But it seems like anytime I try anything else, it sucks. Or it's just not as good. This obviously works, it's getting it shiny, but it just gets sticky and hard to wipe off. And I don't like it. So I keep trying it. I want to like it. So far, I don't like it. So Let me go back to 3M and do the other half of the roof and see. So after my big talk about compounds, I decided to give this stuff another shot. And I think I've got it figured out. And I'm really starting to like it. And now that I did this half of the roof with it, I did the other half with the red foam pad and the 3M compound, this half with the wool and the Menzerna, and this side looks better. And keep in mind, this is a wool pad with cutting compound. There's 3 steps to this, and this is the first one. So it looks pretty good. So I guess I shouldn't have went inside last night and ordered some more 3M compound when I was disappointed with that. I should have just kept figuring it out. But oh well. Yeah, it looks pretty good. The key to buffing is, especially with some compounds, when they get hot, they get sticky and they gum stuff up, but you want to go slow. I'm buffing this thing at probably 600 RPM. Let's see, I'm on number 1. Yeah, I'm at 600 RPM. Maybe 700. I might have it turned up a little past 1. But you don't want heat. I mean, I've seen people, a guy I know really well, warp a deck lid from leaning on the buffer with it cranked up so fast and pushing so hard. He heated the metal up enough to warp the panel. And what was a completely perfectly straight deck lid now has a couple wobbles in it. You don't need heat. The compound needs to do the work. So heat is bad, go slow, keep it cool. And if it's not cutting, you didn't either sand it enough or you have the wrong pad and compound. So yep, I'm pretty happy with that. I gotta do the roof on the other half again with that pad now. And then I'll hit this quarter panel. And I think I'm going to stop there and leave the body just in compound until I get the doors on and everything else, I guess. I don't know, we'll see. I may want to see what it's going to look like, so I might polish it. But yeah, she ain't perfect. Now the reason I keep saying, I know it bugs some people when they see my work and they hear me talking about how it's not all that. And I'm not saying that it's not nice, and I'm not saying everyone else is gonna think it's nice. I'm just trying to always make myself better, and so I see the flaws. I mean, I see where I could have sanded the clear better in here, and I don't necessarily care about the flaws in the actual base on this, because I mean, no matter how hard I tried, it was still painted in a garage. So there's going to be some stuff here and there. That's just part of the deal. It's pretty good. Whether there's stuff anybody else is going to see or not, don't know. Not too concerned about it, because like I said, it was painted in a garage. And it's nicer than plenty of things I've seen come out of downdraft paint booths. So I'm not saying it's not nice. I'm just saying it isn't perfect, and I see what I could have done better. And I mean, that's how you get better. I'm not Mr. Hey, look at me, I'm badass. This is awesome. I'm so good. It's not true, and it's not how you keep improving. So yeah, I can't wait to get the doors buffed and put on here and see if they match. I'm not really worried about it. Everything we paint in pieces, so. But there's always that chance that they don't match. And yeah, we'll figure that out when the time comes, if that's the case. So anyway, yeah, I want to get this other quarter panel knocked out. Today's Friday. I'm not going to be here tomorrow. I got to go help my buddy Mike D finish up a car he's doing. And yeah, hopefully by Sunday we can get these doors buffed. I cut these open. I don't know when it was. It's been a while. These have been sitting here in 800. I can definitely finish sanding these and buff those. So yeah. I do not yet see the light at the end of the tunnel. Many people keep saying that it's getting so close, getting close. Where, to me, it is not getting close yet. I'm not sure when it will be getting close. Probably when it's gone, I'll be like, hey, we're getting close. But, at least, gotta have the fenders and doors on, and then I'll feel like it's getting close. But really, I don't feel that way right now. I just see all the work that's left. Painting the bottom of the deck lid, basing the top, put it on, do the stripes, take it back off, clear it. Bottom of the hood, flat black. Top of the hood, painted stripes. Yeah, headlight doors. Rear valance panel. Doing something with the inside on the floor. Not too concerned about that. That'll be last case, or last thing I do. Putting it back together and lining up the panels and getting the hood back on. Having it fit. Somebody else is going to have to take the hood back off to put the motor in, but that's not my problem. It just needs to fit when it leaves here. Which I know it does. It's just things I worry about all night long. Anyway, thanks for joining me on this little chat. And yeah. Wool pad, Benzerna compound. Good after all. So, Sunday night, evening, whatever. I got nothing done. As usual, this is how it goes. I make plans and then stuff happens and I don't get to work on it. And that's just to be expected. Anyway, the roof, the rear deck filler, this quarter panel rocker, and this top of this quarter sail panel are compounded. I pushed the car over so I can better get to this side. And there's lights right here, but it's still dark. I need lights on the walls apparently. I'll just put those nowhere, can't do it. Okay, so I'll compound this week. Probably tomorrow I'll get this quarter buffed. And then during the week I'll finish sanding the doors, get those buffed. I want to get these doors bolted back on this weekend so I can get the fenders out here and get going on those. I need to get the bottom of the deck lid painted so it can dry, so I can flip it over to do the other side. But yeah, you know, stuff happens. Went and helped a buddy yesterday because that's what you do. And then today I had to mow. I didn't get it done, but I got some done. Yeah, yard's a mess. Typical stuff. But it's gonna rain tomorrow, so I had to get that done today. So that's where we are. It's turning out pretty good. And I'll be back when this is done. Or I'll be back sometime. I don't know. These videos are horrible. And obviously, I haven't had time to make a video, so I figured I'd just do a little update-ish before I do. Yeah, the doors aren't on yet. I guess that's now this weekend's goal. Car is buffed. It's compounded. I did a little bit of the second step, but I didn't have the right compound I wanted to use, so I ordered that and now I have it, but so I still got to go over it again with the second and third steps, but that's later. Doors are sanded to 2500, so right now I'm going to 3000 them and start compounding them. I want to get these doors on the car. Okay, there you go. Both doors are cut and polished. The first two steps, they're not perfect. They're good enough to go on the car, and I can touch up whatever needs touched up later after everything's on and adjusted, and then do the final step of the polish, final polish. But good enough for now. Like I said before, not perfect, but nice. And there's some stuff. I didn't cut these super flat with the 800. I could have done a little more. The car might be a tiny bit flatter than these because the car did with 6, and even though I did spend a lot of time with the 6, I spent more time on these with the 8, but I would need to hard block these a little bit longer with the 8. So I'm thinking, I'm still learning as I'm doing this stuff. Well, it seems like it's safer to start with the 8. It takes more sanding and longer to get it as flat. So the 6 is probably a little bit faster, better, and maybe even safer. Seems like you'd sand through easier with 6, but it cuts so much faster and easier that I think it would be, it doesn't sound right saying it, but as far as sanding through on edges and stuff, I think the 6 might be safer than the 8. I don't know. I didn't sand through with either one. The doors, I know there's material left. If something has to be cut out later, like these have only been painted for not even a month. It might be getting close to a month, I'm not sure. But I gotta get the car done. I can't let it sit here for 6 months until the paint's fully cured and then cut and buff it. So I'm not getting too crazy in case down the road, a year from now, 2 years from now, it shrinks up a little bit, and if it needs to be cut and buffed again, you should be able to sand on it a little bit without worry. Anyways, looks pretty good as you can see. So next step for these is to get them on the car, and as soon as Jimmy comes over and helps me, we'll do that, and then I'll get the fenders in here. And the deck lid. I need to get the bottom of the deck lid painted this weekend, hopefully, and get sanding on the fenders. So that's that for now. It's 9:30. Gotta go to work tomorrow. It's time to shut her down. Is the compressor on? Probably. What is going on around here? Man, I can't wait till I have some room back in here again. But yeah, like I was saying, get the fenders and the deck lid out of here. I can probably have some room to do the brakes, which would be nice. The 50, I need to get the battery charged. Maybe do that this weekend. Get the brakes done on this. Chevelle's good to go. I just need to get it out. And already charged the battery on that. So I'll have all my cars going if I find time to drive them, which will probably just be to work. But hey, that's still driving them. Bye bye.